With our Openings tab right there, you'll notice in the Openings database, which you can set your preferred code that you'll be using for openings, meaning your windows and doors opening sizes. You can control on each and every design what size your openings are going to be exactly every single time, or you can have a database stored up, which you can change and add any and all sizes that you might want to be using in there. So that is your database that you can use for the opening sizes. Next, in the default window right there, you've got the width of your windows, which controls from an opening stud to an opening stud right there. Now, the same thing goes for your door sizes right there from the left and the right. Those would be referred to as opening studs. To insert these windows and doors, be sure to continue with this tutorial up until our wall designer tools, where we'll discuss more about the windows and door inserting tools. The top of the window or door opening, you can see there on the left we've got the window and on the right we've got the door. The top, meaning the bottom of that lintel, is the top of your opening. The height in this instance for the window is the height measured from the bottom of the lintel to the top of your windowsill. So that entire window size right there. You'll notice the height for the door opening is grayed out. So you cannot edit this because a door opening just has a bottom to the top size right there. When you get to the code drop down right there, it is basically recalling the saved data that you've inserted in your database. On the backing option, this is generally a timber finishing being used on the inside of your framing and outside of your window itself. You do have code available there to use for the type of bucking that you'll insert. The next option you'll have is to click on or off for the notching of your doors. Okay, now within the notching option, you'll have a look right there at the bottom of your door footplate. This is what we call a notched door option. When we turn this off, it is going to remove those notches out of the door frame. Now what this does exactly is it makes it easier for you on site to just go and cut off the flange ends right there instead of having to cut through the web as well. Just a side note on the notching of your door frame right there is to only do this when you're doing on-site assembly. It does make it easier when you do these cuts on site, and also for transport reasons you might want to exclude those notching options as to strengthen the bottom plate a little bit more, just for the purpose of keeping your frame from doing any bucking or bending while they are being transported to site. So if you're transporting this frame assembled to site, make sure to keep the notching off. The notching tool is a specific size on the machine. You can control what size of notching you'd like to insert on the footplate of your door frame right there by changing the size right there. If it is larger than the punch on the machine, it is going to do multiple punches in that step right there to achieve the size you want. For the L headers, we'll discuss this more in the project settings. Make sure to follow all of the tutorials and we'll get to this at a later stage.